everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new Netflix movie. It's called Don't Kill Me, and it is an Italian movie. And in this movie, we see Mitra. She gets killed by her boyfriend in this movie because of the overdose of drug after she dies. And after she gets buried in this movie, I guess she comes back to life. And after she comes back to life, and she realizes she has turned into this creature in this movie who is part of this underground world where which she never knew existed. But in this movie, after she's waking up from this, she realizes she's part of this thing. I will get to it in a second, so it's a spoiler. Don't want to be going into right away. What do you think about this movie? I think this movie I have seen 1,000 times before. Although beginning of this movie was a little interesting, I suppose, because I didn't read the synopsis or seen the trailer. I was like, ooh, she just came back to life and she was turning into this blue thing. Overall, this movie was I felt like this movie was trying to copy the Twilight concept. Even in this movie, we see the guy who is Robin in this movie, he is Mitra's boyfriend, and we see the way this movie introduced him in this movie, he's this sitting there like Edward Cullen. If you've seen Twilight, this movie tried to show you his introduction. Same way, I'm for some reason, he looked like Robert Pattinson version of Edward Cullen in this movie. Beginning of this movie, in that scene, I was like, oh. That means, yeah, this movie's plotline is quite different from Twilight. I'm not saying it is exactly the same thing, because in this movie, you do see Mitra. She's turned into this zombie hybrid vampire in this movie / I guess because that is her. So spoiler warning from here on. We see she turned into this creature, she need blood to survive, and she even one scene this guy was telling her, oh, so you are like a zombie, and she, why don't you kill the people before you drink the blood? She said zombie don't eat zombie, or something like that, she need to drink blood from the living person. That is this movie's plot, little different from vampire, I guess. I don't know. This movie was really weird watch when I was watching it. I'm like, oh, Netflix really greenlit this movie too, obviously. First of all, making movie outside of US, it is cheap, so obviously the greenlit to make something like Twilight for people to enjoy. It's end of this movie, although I really like that she tells him once she finds out that he actually turned her into this zombie vampire hybrid, she gets actually mad at him. She realized, oh, this guy betrayed me. So that is I like that part, that she realized that she's been betrayed by him, and she tried to things in her own hand. She tried to survive in this movie. I like that how it ended, because most of time this teen movie, they show you, oh, even though he turned her without telling her, they accept it. But in this movie, she was mad. I guess I like that. It is it shows you the true side of real story. And what I didn't like overall in this movie, most of time, although this movie was, because it's a mystery thriller, I was thinking which way the story will go. Watching movie like this is always like this, I guess. Unfortunately, I feel like I have seen this movie 1,000 times before. That is what I think. That is why I think this movie is if you have seen Twilight basically, or other teen vampires, zombie genre, if you have seen it, you have seen this one. That is what I thought about this movie. Anyway, that was my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.